Hi guys, I'm back with another video. Today I'm going to be covering a project that I believe could explode next bull run. Like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. None of this is financial advice. Let's get into it.
I have a dream, that's all I need. I'll make it happen with some work and belief.
So the project I'm going to be covering today is called Flux. According to CoinMarketCap, Flux is currently ranked 169th among all cryptocurrencies. It's trading at a price point of 41 cents. It has a market cap of 129 million. It has a max supply of 440 million and a circulating supply of 314 million. That's about 72% in circulation. Flux had an all-time high back in the 2021 bull market of $4.16. It's currently down 90% since then. Now, Flux is a project that I haven't talked about much on this channel recently. However, I am still extremely bullish on it. Flux is the cryptocurrency that powers the Flux ecosystem. It has a number of use cases, including purchasing resources, collateralizing nodes, and fueling transactions on Flux OS, as well as rewarding both miners and Flux node operators for providing computational resources. The Flux ecosystem is devoted to empowering everyone to develop, deploy, and use the decentralized internet of the future, Web3. And I think Web3 is going to be a huge narrative in the next bull run. But essentially, Flux is a decentralized cloud infrastructure, which would be comparable to Amazon Web Services or Google Cloud. However, again, it's decentralized. Flux is really big on the idea of owning your own data, because when you look around the world right now, big tech controls most of your data. The whole idea is giving power back to people like you and me and businesses and large corporations. Now, when you look at Flux's website, the Flux Cloud is a people-powered network to help you build decentralized applications with increased flexibility, scalability, and censorship resistance. They are currently in 78 countries with 12,200 total nodes and the next generation of the internet. For example, Web 1 was like Yahoo, Google, Internet Explorer, just basic browsers. Web 2 is where it became interactive. Snapchat, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. And then Web 3 is where you read, write, and own your own privacy. Whether it's MetaMask, Trust Wallet, cryptocurrency in general, Brave browser, which is a decentralized browser that doesn't track your data. Now, some Flux Cloud advantages are redundancy, security, interoperability, decentralization, watchtower, and low cost. And another reason I'm very bullish on Flux is because it has had zero downtime. A lot of projects out there right now, for example, like Solana, has had downtime several different times. Flux has been running 100% of the time. And now this is where Flux gets crazy. When you look at the cost to store data, it is $3.71, whereas Google Cloud is $176. Amazon Web Services is $79. I mean, it's not even close. So if you are a large institution, why would you choose Google Cloud or Amazon Web Services if they are significantly more expensive and they're centralized? Flux, no one else is going to have access to your data but you, and it's significantly cheaper. And this is a narrative that I believe could garner quite a bit of hype in the next bull run. And I also want to point out that they run on proof of useful work rather than just proof of work like Bitcoin runs on, because as many of you guys know, Bitcoin gets scrutinized constantly for being harmful to the environment. Proof of useful work is not, as it doesn't have a super high energy consumption. Now, when you look at Flux's partners, they have some very nice ones. For example, Nvidia, OVH Cloud, Lumen, Theo, Cadex, Kadena, which is a layer 1 proof of work blockchain that I actually just made a video on yesterday, who is supposedly the first ever scalable proof of work blockchain, capable of handling up to 480,000 transactions per second. And if Kadena actually blows up, this could be very bullish for Flux, being that Flux is very heavily partnered with Kadena. Now, I also want to point out the parallel assets. So essentially, when you mine Flux, you get a certain amount of rewards. However, with the parallel assets, it's essentially a way that you can double your rewards, although it's not given to you in the native Flux token, but rather a parallel asset. For example, it would be paid to you in wrapped Flux on the Kadena network or wrapped Flux on the Ethereum network, and so on, which incentivizes people to go out and use other blockchains, which I think is very good because that overall helps the entire crypto space grow. And if you didn't want to use the other chains, then you could go to their Zelcore wallet, and using a bridge, you could swap back to the native Flux token. But overall, the parallel rewards are a very unique aspect of Flux, and it makes it a lot more rewarding for miners. Now, when you look at Flux's Twitter, they have 142,000 followers, and they post pretty much every single day, which is a very good thing to see. You want an active community when you're investing in an altcoin. And they're also consistently doing AMAs, which is another very good thing to see. And I also like what they retweeted right here. The Flux Cloud represents a paradigm shift in the world of cloud computing, combining the benefits of decentralization, blockchain, and shared resources. Its potential to revolutionize digital services is huge. Now, as for how high I think Flux could go next bull run, when you look at Monero, it currently has a market cap of just over $3 billion. As we discussed discussed, Flux is about 130 million. If you go to market cap of and you put Flux in and you put Monero in, theoretically, if Flux were to reach the market cap of Monero, it'd be trading at a price point of $9.51. That'd be about a 23x. I think this is absolutely possible, and honestly, I believe Flux should theoretically go much higher than this. That's how important of a crypto I believe it is. However, the only reason I don't know as though it will explode this bull run is because crypto is heavily based on speculation and driven off of hype. The average retail person, why would they choose to get into Flux as opposed to Dogecoin or Pepe or Cardano, Ethereum, Hedera Hashgraph, something that can garner a lot of hype? And that is my one concern with Flux. It is a phenomenal project, has some of the best technology in the crypto space in my opinion. However, I just don't know if it's going to be able to garner enough hype to where it could 100x or 200x your money. This isn't the stock market yet where people are looking at utility. Bitcoin may be a little bit different. Now, when you look at Flux on the weekly time frame, as you can see, the stochastics are extremely oversold and the RSI is also extremely oversold. Now, you could also argue that Flux is in a falling wedge, which break up 68% of the time, and the measured move would take you to about 99 cents, around that dollar mark. And then you may also notice that Flux is in potentially a triple bottom, which if you look back, both times it's bounced off that 40-cent region. Not that that is guaranteed. However, these four indicators suggest it is a great time to start accumulating Flux if you believe in it long term. But keep in mind, Flux and most other projects right now are tied to Bitcoin. If Bitcoin rises, most will rise. If Bitcoin falls, most will fall. And to that point, I want to show you guys Bitcoin on the weekly time frame. So when you look at the stochastics, they're starting to push up, and the RSI is a bit overbought, but that's not the end of the world. Now, something that is making me very bullish on Bitcoin is if you look at the moving averages, the 21-day just recently crossed the 200-day. That is a golden cross. Traditionally, that signals that there is a huge move that is about to come. And Bitcoin has also closed multiple candles above the $30,000 region. And with the stochastics still having room to come up, I would not be shocked at all if Bitcoin makes its way up into that $36,000, $37,000 region. But obviously, nothing is guaranteed in crypto. Macroeconomics significantly outweigh technical analysis. So if all of a sudden it comes out that the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF gets accepted, Bitcoin will probably skyrocket. And in turn, that could skyrocket all other cryptos. But at the same time, if it comes out that all of a sudden the United States bans Bitcoin, then obviously Bitcoin is going to tank in price. Not that that would ever happen, but it's just the reality that Bitcoin would crash if it did. But that's about all. Let me know down in the comments, how do you guys feel about Flux? Please do me a favor and like and subscribe if you enjoy the content. But thank you guys for watching. Have a great rest of your day.
I'm hitting the ground running, up and coming, ain't nothing, yeah, rookie of the year, I'ma keep it 100, cold-blooded, no budget, from nothing to something, I ain't bluffing, I got a full hand, and a full plan, I ain't gonna stop till I'm at the top, man, every single drop got me feeling awesome.